We are reading Cinderella. Once upon a time, there was a kind and beautiful girl called Cinderella. She lived with her stepmother and two pesky stepsisters who treated her roughly and used to saddle her with the heaviest chores. Ding dong! Rang the doorbell one day. It was a messenger from the royal palace who had come with a letter. Girls, listen to this news! Shrieked the excited stepmother to her daughters. Every girl in the kingdom is invited to the palace for a ball in honor of His Royal Highness the Prince. It's your chance to get noticed by the heir to the throne. Hooray! It's going to be our chance. The prince with us would dance. Now hurry, hurry, hurry! The prince we want to marry! Chanted the stepsisters. May I go too? Asked Cinderella timidly. You? Dressed in rugs? Don't make me laugh, answered the stepmother. Instead, get back to work. Off you go, quickety quick! On the evening of the ball, as soon as the stepmother and stepsisters left for the palace, Cinderella fled to the garden in tears. Suddenly, a magical light appeared and turned into a sweet old lady. Oh, my darling, don't despair, said the lady softly. You must get ready for the ball. Who are you? Asked the girl in astonishment. I'm your fairy godmother, the lady replied. The fairy turned Cinderella's miserable rags into a sparkly ball gown with her magic wand. One more touch on a large pumpkin and a group of mice, and in their place appeared a fine coach pulled by a team of graceful white horses. Go, my dear, and have a lovely time. But remember, at midnight this spell will be broken, said the fairy godmother. Cinderella thanked her and then set off to the royal palace. Cinderella's entrance into the grand ballroom caused quite a stir. Who is this beautiful girl? We've never seen her before, wondered all, including Cinderella's stepmother and stepsisters, who had not recognized her. The prince, enraptured by Cinderella's beauty, stepped forward and asked her for a dance. And another, again. Dancing and chatting, Cinderella and the prince fell head over heels in love with each other, and the hours flew by without them noticing. Until ding dong! Oh no! The first strokes of midnight! Cinderella suddenly remembered the words of her fairy godmother. The spell was about to come to an end. Goodbye, I must go, she said to the prince and rushed down the stairs. At least tell me your name, please, the prince shouted while racing down the stairs after Cinderella. But she didn't answer, and in her rush, she lost one of her glass slippers. The prince picked it up and swore to himself, I won't have peace until I find her. I shall marry "The owner of this slipper," declared solemnly the love-struck prince. All over the kingdom the hunt for the mysterious girl was on. The king ordered his footmen to ensure that all the girls in the kingdom tried on the glass slipper. When the king's envoy turned up at the stepmother's house, the stepsisters screamed together, "My slipper!" But then push, pull, bend, twist, there was no way to make their large feet into the small slipper. When the footman was about to leave, he caught sight of Cinderella standing near the staircase and said, "Come, young lady, you too must try the slipper." "No, sir, she's only a servant," burst out the stepmother. "I'm sorry, but these are the king's orders," answered the man. What a surprise for everyone when Cinderella's foot slipped into the shoe which enveloped it as if they were made for each other. And indeed they were. "It can't be!" shouted the astonished stepsisters, green with envy. But there was nothing they could do to stop the king's envoy taking Cinderella to the royal palace where her prince was waiting for her. A few days later, Cinderella and the prince celebrated their wedding, and the party went on for days in the whole kingdom. In the end, with the blessings of the fairy godmother, the couple lived happily ever after. The end. Cinderella. If you want to hear more stories, please subscribe. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.